You will see today they are really going to suffer because although it's a beautiful stage, it's very hard. Yes, René is right. Today's stage is going to be tough. I had some feedback from people who did the liaison. They were blown away by the landscapes between Attar and Tidjikja. You get the gist. A magical and legendary stage awaited the competitors today, heading for Tidjikja, home to many memorable moments of the Dakars of old. Dunes, new and difficult passages and spectacular views were order of the day. In total, 430 kilometres of time stage from Aidzidine to Tidjikja on the programme today. We rarely see competitors arriving so late after they were expected, nearly 4 hours late for the first bike in, and for the others it was a long, arduous and problematic day. Notably for Mami Masuda from Japan, her engine broke and she came home in the sweeper. Norbert Dubois hasn't had much fun either. The first Frenchman in the GC had a mechanical issue at 180 kilometres and came home very late to the bivouac. It was a difficult day too for the legendary Franco Pico. The Italian had a broken engine in Morocco and this time left the stage at kilometre 8. He suffered too but has a lot of experience, and so as per the last 2 days, Anders Berglund came home first Motul Extreme rider. In the GC, the Swede is 15th and the first in the category. Alessandro Botture had lost 2 minutes to Paul Anders Ulevalster today. He now only has 2 minutes on the Norwegian, all to play for in the next 2 stages for the current title holder. Watch out though, because Paul Anders Ulevalster is ready to pull out the big guns. The former 2-time winner has never felt more motivated. It should be an exciting finale to the rally. Ulevalster finished the day in 3rd place, about 8 minutes behind Giovanni Gritti. 7th yesterday, 2nd the day before. The Italian is in a great rhythm. Just a shame he lost so much time in Morocco. It was a very, very long day. I didn't have any hopes for the podium, so I let the others open it up and we all rode together. In fact, he climbed 14 places to number 13 tonight. Today's victor is this man. Lyndon Poskett is having so much fun on his KTM. He came in 2 minutes 15 seconds ahead of Gritti to take his 2nd stage victory.
No, I have to say, that was the best rally stage I've ever done. Like, it had everything. I mean, it was hard and it hurt, but it had every single type of terrain. Like hard rocky tracks, fast pistes, sand dunes, really difficult sand dunes. The organisation really put a good stage on today. That was my favourite stage of them all. Some interesting moments. I did a desert cartwheel over the handlebars. That was interesting. But yeah, it was fun, and I gained some time on some guys early on, so hopefully a good result today.
Let's have a look at the results, and a 2nd victory for Poskett ahead of Gritti and Ulevalster. 3 Italians in the top 5. In the GC, Botture still has a couple of minutes over Ulevalster. Nothing is settled yet. Poskett is 30 minutes behind, 4th place for Lucci. From an exhausted, dusty biker simply looking for a camp bed to lie on, to someone else looking for help with a stiff back after a fall, the queue for the big white tent is always long. The competitors come for small cuts and sizable fatigue. Without this team, the rally could not go ahead. They have the competitors' confidence and they are passionate about the adventure.
What
draws a doctor to the desert is adventure, a change of scenery, and to try and do what we do in France, take it to other countries, a little more wild and rustic. But above all, they are here to check on everyone's health, that of those who are working and, most importantly, that of the competitors. Most of the doctors here are A&E specialists. They are used to working outside a hospital environment. And what interests us about the desert is working in out of the ordinary conditions. Are we the St. Bernards of the desert? Perhaps. It's a nice image. Out on the course, a driver sets off his distress beacon and the rescue process swings into action. PC Course tells us they have a system that alerts them to a fall or a potential problem. Their screen shows the whereabouts of all the medics and notifies the closest vehicle or helicopter. If it's a vehicle, it goes straight to the injured person. First aid is administered by a nurse or a doctor. Depending on the gravity, we might call the helicopter. The helicopter takes the casualty to an ambulance to be evacuated. If the helicopter is first on the ground, they do the first aid until the injured party gets out. My role is to understand all the information on all the casualties. Over the phone, I take down the medical information. We exchange information and analyse it together. Then we decide how and where the person should be evacuated. We are a team of 17, 7 A&E doctors, 7 nurses, 2 osteos and a physio. The medical team had some work to do today. Marie-Laure Quinet is slightly injured and being checked out in hospital in Nouakchott. Miklos Kovac is seeing his chances of victory slip away. In the middle of the stage, when he was in front of everyone, he hit a huge rock and seriously damaged his Scania. He finished 8th and loses his place at the top of the GC. Trouble too for Noel Essers, who put his truck on its side at kilometre 219. On the other hand, for Thomas Tomacek, the day was not too bad. Solo at the wheel of his Tatra, he finished in the top 10 at 8th place. On arrival, the Czech driver had a huge smile on his face. Not the case for Igor Boens. The Belgian was ahead of the GC this morning but lost 2 hours and his spot at the top. Karoli Fazekas, however, was beaming. The Hungarian driver took 4th place after coming to Kovac's aid. The happiest of all today, though, was Patrick Martin. The Frenchman takes the overall lead and will go head-to-head with Kovac for the title. A stressful day, but worth it. Time to rest up now. It was extremely tiring, especially at the end. It was tough. I couldn't feel my arms and I had sore knees. And I thought the stage was 500 kilometers long. but it was only 420. It was such a relief when my co-pilot told me we were finishing in 3 kilometers. It was really tiring. A look at the results and 4 SSVs in the top 6. A look at that in a moment. Martin was third ahead of Fazekas and Derricks. In the GC, Patrick Martin takes the lead with 14 minutes and 33 seconds ahead of Miklos Kovac. We'll finish with the SSVs and mechanical problems today for Claudiu Barbu at kilometre 167. A great shame for the Romanian who had hoped for a podium place this year. The top step of that podium is getting closer for this man. Benoît Fretin is still at the top of the SSV category. He was 7th today after a tough stage. Patrice Etienne and Sander Derricks finished 4th and 3rd today behind Loïc Frebourg, 3rd in the T2 category last year. He chose an SSV this year. He crossed the line first today but picked up a penalty, putting him back to 2nd. It was a hellish stage. I don't know, but it was really tiring and back-breaking. Soft sand from the start, big dunes, and then tough for 460 kilometres, I think. So we're the first on 4 wheels to finish. Frank tells me we missed a waypoint 3 kilometres from here, so we will have 15-minute penalty for sure. But we're here, and that's the best. He did indeed get a penalty, so overall stage victory went to Geoffroy Noël de Burlin. After winning the SSV category yesterday, today he makes history by becoming the first paraplegic driver to win a mixed category rally stage on 4 wheels. I struggled a bit with fuel and I lost 5 minutes. I had to drive at 30 kilometers an hour for the last 30 kilometers. I was holding my breath, but it went well. It was a spectacular stage, a mixture of rolling, technical, sandy tracks, stones. It was good we could save fuel. It was, for me, the most beautiful stage. Results for the 8th stage. 2nd victory in 2 days for Geoffroy Noël de Burlin. The Belgian was ahead of Frebourg and Sander Derricks. 5th place for Fretin. Benoît Fretin keeps the top spot of the GC with 1 hour 54 minutes ahead of Geoffroy Noël de Burlin. Alexandre de Ban is 7th. Tomorrow, the 9th stage, with the only loop of the rally in this, the 12th edition of the AfricaEcoRace, probably the most beautiful route ever designed, over 415 kilometres. That's all for today, but as always, here are the best images of the day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.